Welcome back, Cardboard Warriors. How's everybody doing out there today? Got a case of Forgotten Realms boxes in the other day, and this one was a little beat up, but not bad. I wasn't gonna open it, but I do need a single showcase common to build a place of commons to put on eBay, and I figure what the hell. Haven't opened one in a little bit, and I think it's actually a good set. I think time will prove it to be worthwhile. I think it's not worth anything right now, but there is some really good cards in the set, including some really good commons and uncommons that I think may become staples in the future. The power level of some of the commons and some of the kind of standard modern and Pioneer and Legacy decks and stuff, I'm surprised people aren't really hyped about some of them yet. I'm really hyped about some of the cards, some of the commons and uncommons, especially in red. I think red is just a beast in this set for commons. There's a lot of them that I've been putting in decks that have been really competitive. They've been doing a great job for me. These ugly evolving wilds. I hate the showcase cards on the set, but yeah, a lot of people like them that were into the Dungeons and Dragons thing. Orb of Dragon Kind for our first rare, and Tomb of Annihilation for our first token here. The dungeon mechanic is a little, I think they did a good job with it. It's a little clunky, and a lot of people are like, oh, it's just not going to be anything after this set. But really, there's a couple cards that I'm using. Hey, Grandmaster of Flowers on the second pack, full extended art there, full art. So, and a foil rare in the same pack. Nice. So we're doing pretty good in that pack. There we go. And a Fairy Dragon. A lot of people are like, oh, the dungeon mechanic's not going to do anything outside of this set. But actually, there's a couple of cards in red and whatnot that have the dungeon ability in them, the venture thing in there. Ochre jelly. So silly. Anyway, that have that dungeon mechanic, that venture in there. And there are some dungeons that really do give you some good abilities right off the bat there. Thieves' Tools, that's one common that I think is, I can't believe it. People aren't really just chomping at the bit to get that one. That's a great card. And then some of the classes, like this one here especially is my favorite. I think this is one of the more powerful cards in the set. It just, obviously it's works best in a rogue deck, and I don't see really anybody building those yet, but we'll see what happens here. I don't know if it's going to make as big of an impact on standard, but I really think this one right here, Kick in the Door, great card. +1/+1 counter permanently on a target creature, plus it gains haste until end of turn, can't be blocked by walls this turn, and venture into the dungeon, all for 1 red. So a permanent 1/1 counter, haste till end of turn, can't be blocked by walls, and venture into the dungeon. So if you've got the, which dungeon did we get here? Annihilation. If you got the one I use is the Lost Mine of Fandelver or whatever it is, you also get to scry 1 for your first venture. So for 1 drop, you get a +1/+1 counter, haste, can't be blocked by walls, and you get to scry 1. And then your next one, you get even more abilities. So for some of these cards like that, I think are just incredibly good value, good bang for the buck. So hopefully, we'll see what happens. But Serial Archduke of Avernus, Archduke, I don't know, Archduke, I think. Anyways, treasure token. So I think there's some cards like that are going to prove to be pretty useful in the future. And I'm surprised people aren't really noticing that. Everybody just seems to hate this set, you know. We'll see what happens, but the Javelinair is a great card. You know, 1 drop, 1/1 with haste, and when it becomes blocked, it deals 1 damage to target creature blocking it instantly. So, if anything with 1 toughness blocks it, it's like first strike plus. You know, it instantly kills it. Flump. They do have some goofy stuff in here, and that's one of the big things. I think the Dungeons and Dragons goofiness that's in here might be turning a lot of Magic players off. But I think over time, people are going to realize Portable Hole, great card. There's a lot of really utilitarian cards in this set that are going to true polymorph for our next rare. There it is. Lost mine, I found over. So the first one is scry 1. And then the next one, you can either create a treasure token, you know, mana ramp, or create a goblin, so creature ramp. And then you got put a +1/+1 counter. Each opponent loses a life and you gain a life, or target creature gets -4 until your next turn. And then your last one is draw a card. So it's only 4 steps to get a lot of value out of that. So that I actually put those in my modern mono red deck that kick in the door. Because I use a Dreadhorde Arcanist in it, so I can cast the Dreadhorde Arcanist and that for 3, and then just do a ton of damage with the prowess creatures. And Tasha's Hideous Laughter. Here's another card that's probably going to prove to be pretty big in the future in this set. Devil token. And then I also get to do the ventures and all that on top of that. So I get to venture twice in the same turn if I cast the kick in the door on the Arcanist and then attack with it. And then I recast the kick in the door. So he gets 2 permanent 1/1 counters, which means he can cast bigger spells every turn. Gelatinous Cube, get a ton of those. Potion of Healing for our next foil. We're not getting a lot of foils this box so far. But so little cards like that, I think, are going to surprise everybody down the road in this set. And the dungeon mechanic may not be as kind of pigeonholed as I thought it was going to be myself at the beginning. I think it might actually have a future. Hobgoblin, Bandit Lord. It's just an extra ability. I bent the corner on that card opening the pack. Oh, terrible. Luckily, this is my box. Anyway, this box is just for me. So, I think even though everybody hates it right now, I've got some faith in it that this set will be worth something in the future. I think there's some really good cards in it. Just people aren't really paying attention to them yet. Skeletal Swarming and Advertising. All right, last pack of stack number 1. Third of the way through the box now. Not really getting too much of anything exciting. We got a couple good mythics so far. A couple planeswalkers there. And Instrument of the Bards for our next one. Next rare. And Mountain and Dungeon of the Mad Mage. All right, stack number 2. Obviously, the cards aren't terribly sought after yet. But there is, like I said, there's some potential for some really good power level and ability in some of the cards in here. Den of the Bugbear. Got the land cycle in here. So there is a land cycle that's that could have some chase cards in it down the road. Let's see what happens with it. And they're kind of fast land lands, which is weird. Alright. We got a Paladin class for our next rare. Some of the class cards surprise you. Morning Star foil and a Mordenkainen token or emblem. We'll see. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about this set. If you think it's going to be worth something down the road, or think it's just complete dumpster fire garbage. I don't know. Circle of Dreams Druid. That one, of course, had some hype at the very beginning, and it's kind of dulled down a little bit, but I think it's still going to be a card that has tons of future potential, especially with Modern Horizons 2 popping out a billion squirrels every turn. That'll give you a lot of mana. You can cast some pretty big stuff. Green's going pretty tall already. Treasure Chest. The dice roll thing, not my thing. Angel token. There is some really good dice roll mechanics in this set. Some really good cards that really take advantage of that. There's another kick in the door. So we'll see what happens with it, but I don't think a lot of people like the dice roll thing because it does leave, it's just more gamble, leaves too much to chance there. And Limerith the Desert Doom for our next mythic. I thought he was going to be pretty big. He hasn't really taken off, but we'll see what happens. It's called Elemental for a foil and a treasure token. Alright, looks like we're about halfway through now. I have not seen the card that I was hoping to get when I opened this box. This set is so inconsistent. I'm actually short on a stupid showcase common that I need. Monk class and another common foil. Feigned Death, though, is actually a pretty good card. This is another one that's just really, really powerful. It's very similar to the one Kaya's card there and whatnot. It just saves a creature instant 1-drop. When the creature dies, return to the battlefield tapped under its owner's control with a 1/1 counter on it. So instead of getting a -1/-1 like the persist cards, it gives you a +1/+1. So Really, really good card. That Feign Death card is unbelievably good as a common. A lot of bang for the buck. I mean, that's just the thing, is there's so many good, inexpensive cards that can replace other staples right now in this set. You find some Prisoners is another great card. If you're going to put Artifact Hate in your sideboard, this is a great one, because even if you don't need to destroy an artifact, you can exile the top 3 cards of your target opponent's library, choose one of them. Until the end of your next turn, you may play that card, and you may spend mana as though it were any mana of any color to cast it. That's unbelievable. You get to steal your opponent's top 3 cards, and you get to cast one of them. Such a good card. Oh, and Oswald Fiddlebender. This guy's a beast as well. He's proven to be really, really useful in Modern as well. So there's some really powerful cards in this set. Really good value, really good bang for the buck. I think they did a great job. Another kick in the door. This could be like that one video I did where I got the little bird in every single pack. Another stupid looking Evolving Wilds. Power Word Kill, another really good removal card. Guardian of Faith for our next rare. Island, another Tomb of Annihilation. So yeah, you just can't really dispute the fact there's some really, really powerful stuff in this set. Especially this guy. For an uncommon, this guy is so much bang for the buck. He should be a mythic. I mean, again, you're stealing opponent's cards, you're draining them, you're scrying. So much value out of that card for an uncommon. Adult Gold Dragon. I think this is where they really failed. The dragons in the set were just not powerful enough. Prosperous Innkeeper. He's a fun little uncommon. And a little Spider Queen emblem. The dragons, I think, that's the part where they had trouble. It's Dungeons and Dragons. You think the dragons would be the... There we go, the Silver Raven. That's the guy I was talking about. You think the dragons would be the main huge chase cards in the set. It's Dungeons and Dragons. But they didn't do very good on the dragons. Dancing Sword for our next rare. Swamp, Dungeon of the Mad Mage. And 2 packs left in stack number 2. Almost 2/3 of the way through the box here. If they'd have done better on the dragons have been more powerful, then I think we would have definitely had a lot more people interested in the set. But the dragons, they really, really kind of whiffed on. The Black Staff of Wardeep and Spire Token. I have a nickname for that Black Staff dude, but I can't say it because this is family friendly. Alright, come on, what do we got? And Hall of Storm Giants for the next rare land. Plains and yeah, I don't know what that is. I can't pronounce that. It's too early. Alright. What do we got? Come on, give us something spicy. We haven't had a mythic in a while. Zalto, the Fire Giant Duke. And full common. Lost Mine of Phandelver again. Probably my favorite dungeon. It's just it's not a crazy one like Tomb of Annihilation, but it's short. You can get through it pretty quick, and you can get that end goal, which is the... Ooh, we got a mythic. I think it's Icing Death. You can get that end goal with the draw a card. This little guy right here, if you don't mind the whole D20 rolling thing, he's pretty powerful. Alright, so yep, Icing Death for our next mythic, the Frost Tyrant. And a Dog Illusion, Puppy Illusion. Right. Last stack, come on. Where's the big hits? We need some big hits. Oh yeah, there's no big hits in this set. At least not yet. There will be. Trickster's Talisman, another great card. Loyal Warhound for the next rare. Island Treasure Token. Trickster's Talisman. You can copy any creature that gets through for combat damage. That could be very effective in the right build. All right. Yeah, the dragons just too expensive. They'd have made some cheaper, more powerful dragons, and then I think they would have done much better with the set. Orcus, Prince of Undeath. Island, Dungeon of the Mad Mage. Alright. Dungeon of the Mad Mage isn't bad. I think it's just the first step, the Yawning Pool or whatever, where you gain a life. That's, if they just started with the second step, where you scry one, I think that would have been a little better dungeon. But we'll see. We'll see what happens with these in the future. Here you go. White. for our next rare. And an uncommon foil, swamp, and a Tomb of Annihilation. So the cool thing about the dungeons is you don't have to determine which one is being used in your deck. You can use whichever one feels right at the time. So that's another good thing. Magic Missiles, a card that a lot of people are maybe might end up stacking. We'll see. We'll see what happens with it. Meteor Swarm. Anything that can't be countered is good. Wolf token. Any way to get around those stupid blue decks. Stupid control decks. No, I don't want you to play. I just want to play. That's fun. Treasure Vault for the next rare. And Zombie token. Treasure Vault, I'm surprised isn't getting a little bit more play yet. We'll see what happens with it. It's a good ramp card for those decks that are trying to cast really big stuff. Werewolf Pack Leader. This is, I've said from day one, is one of my favorite rares. I think it's just unbelievably powerful, and I'm surprised it's not a chase card yet. We'll see what happens. This new set just came out. Has some more werewolves that correspond really well with it, and I know it is already starting to get a little bit more attention due to that. We'll see what happens, but I have a feeling that one's going to be pretty strong. Ooh, a full art Inferno of the Star Mounts. Is that the? I think that was the most expensive card in the set. We'll see if it still is or not. So that's one of the dragons that actually is getting a little attention. So that's a beautiful card there. Nice hit towards the end. Treasure token. All right, 3 packs left. See if we get another nice hit like that. What do we got? Is that the one? Nope. I don't think I'm going to get that common. I think I opened this whole box just to get one common. I'm not even going to get it. Den of the Bugbear, Baleful Beholder, Foil, Mountain, and Advertising. This set is just so inconsistent. All the boxes now, ever since Strixhaven, have just been so inconsistent, it's ridiculous. I shouldn't need a common at this point. I've opened so much product. I shouldn't need a common. I shouldn't have just 7 of a common. Portable Hole, Forsworn Paladin. Anytime you get a 1-drop with a whole bunch of abilities, it's probably going to be worth something in the future. That guy may be something. Angel token. All right. Last pack. Come on. Send it with a bang. We only got 5 mythics. That's just not enough. We got a Silver Raven. Could be a good sign. I like that little guy. All right. Come on. Come on, mythic. And it's a sorcerer class. Bummer. Oh, well. And there we go. So there you have it. There's the box. Only 5 mythics, but 2 of them are full art. We got the Inferno with the Star Mount, which I think might still be the more expensive card in the set. Most expensive? Whatever. Grandmaster of Flowers, Acing Death, Limerith the Desert Doom, and Zariel the Archduke of Avernus. We didn't get very much in the way of foils at all in this thing. We only got 1 foil rare. Just the Volo. That's it. So that was a very, not exciting box, which, is one of the things that's lending itself to people just not really caring too much about the set, is that the boxes are so inconsistent, and even the really, spectacular boxes aren't really all that spectacular, because there's just not a lot of value in the set right now. So we'll see what happens. Like I said, there's a lot of really good utilitarian cards in the set. I think just the cards that they intended to be the big cards, the big chase mythics, didn't go over as well as I thought they were going to. So, and a lot of people don't like the showcase cards. A lot of people do like them, but a lot of people like me don't like them. So that's one of the big problems, I think, is the showcase cards are just kind of not up to par with the other stuff. I mean, you look at the artwork on the Innistrad sets, it's unbelievably good. And then you look at the, the showcases on this set, and it's just like, it's retro for these Dungeons and Dragons players, but your average Magic player it's taken a huge step backwards, I think. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. What do you think this set's going to do in the future? If you like it, if you think there's some just unbelievably good cards, or you think it's all just complete dumpster fire. Let me know. Let me know what you think, and love to hear from you guys in the comments. Check out the description below. Like I said, a lot of good stuff down there. It all helps out the channel a great deal, and I really, truly appreciate it. All the likes and comments and subs, it really, really helps out. So I appreciate that, guys, and thank you for your time. We'll see you the next one. Bye.